Pisces, how you doing? How you diddling? Diddle, 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 fiddle, fiddle. You could be fiddling with something. I don't know. It could be yourself. I don't know. Or fiddling. I don't know if it's anything to do around the books, trying to fiddle the books or something like that, or something looking at your taxi. You could be dealing with a Joula taxi, someone from France, or a taxi service, or a Cancerian, or a Life Path 7, or you are one of these. And it could have something to do around taxes. Has anybody noticed that all your taxes are coming up the tax year? So you could be going through paperwork, blah, 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 so on and so forth, drawing up your taxes. You could even be a taxi service, and you might do something around driving quite a lot, but they definitely get us. I'm also hearing Charlotte, Lot, Laura, Lucy, Louise, Louisiana, Anne, Polly, Laura, Lulu, Louise. But yeah, some of you, like I said, it could be, like I said, just a very quick general message saying Joula taxes. So sorting out your income tax, no income tax, no VAT. So you could be called Dave, but unless you're called Rodney, and I very much doubt that. But anyway, enough with the antics. Something I think this week mainly around sorting out paperwork, looking at your books, looking at your tax, sorting out income tax, that kind of stuff. Car, they definitely keep saying a taxi service, someone that drives for a living, drives cars for a living in taxi servicing. Okay, servicing. Okay, some of you might need an MOT around a car, MOT service. You might be valeting, Valerie. So you might be valeting your car. So it might just mean the fact that you just decide to get the Hoover out and start hoovering your car, or take it to somewhere to be valeted. So clean all of the inside out. You might be having it washed. I don't know why, Pisces, this is relevant, but that's what they're saying. So taxes. Something around valeting your car, cleaning. You might have a cleaning service, because I'm also seeing a laundromat for some of you that do things around clothes and having them all dry cleaned. Definitely hearing dry clean, dry drayton, also dry. Some of you might be very parched and you're drinking a lot of water because you feel dry. Unless some of you are not getting any cock, I've got no idea. But like, I'm hearing things are clearing. Claire, the name Claire, clairvoyant. Some of you are clairvoyant. Claire. Unless you've got a friend called Claire, I don't know. Anything else other than taxi service, valeting, books, income tax? No. So let's see what your tarot says. So for a start, Pisces, what we've got for you is Steve's punk deck, and then we're going to look into the hidden truth and see if there's anything that's being hidden from you, Pisces. Let's see, and then we'll look into some other stuff in a bit. Okay, so Pisces, any messages for Pisces? These are normally individual messages, these ones, Pisces. Don't take 12, take 1, okay, maybe 2, move on. I don't know what this means. You and other people have had this card so many times. I wish they would actually give me something that I haven't read. 12, you could be dealing with another Pisces. You could be dealing with a Life Path 1. Okay, so you could be dealing with like a Life Path 3, Life Path 1, Libra, or Life Path 2. Okay, don't take 12. Move on. It's saying move on from something. Like if you're if you guys are all dealing with exes and so on and so forth, somebody's message here is like, just move on. Okay, because Danielle doesn't want you, right, Pisces, apparently. So just get moving on, because she doesn't want to bother with you. Okay, so right, Danielle. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, just move on, Pisces, because somebody isn't interested in you, or you're not interested in them. But whichever, or them, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, and all your exes that you've had children with, your exes are not bothered about you. You can't knock them off anymore, Pisces. Sorry, Pisces. Not you guys that are watching. I'm on about everybody that slates the Pisces, that's been dealing with the Pisces in the past. Okay? So don't worry about it, little fish, because I am one, right? We're not all the same. We're not all from the same cloth, right? So, that little voice inside your head, listen to that shit, which means you little shit. Some of you are dealing with like a child, or someone that's very childish, or you got kids. Mainly you guys that have been banging on about the bad Pisces for goddamn ages, and these are all cross-watching energies looking out for the Piscean energy. But you don't have to take offence, Pisces, because you guys that are watching are not the guys that these people are dealing with, unless you've showed your partner this and they're watching and they're like, oh, move on. Move on, Yvonne. Evie, move on for God's sake. Right, let's see. Any other messages for Pisces? Any other messages for Pisces? You are not the fucking centre of the universe. No, Pisces, you in. I'm sorry, but compared to other people, there's bigger and better fish out there. Right. Why am I talking? Why is this reading coming through as I'm talking to cross-watching energies that are pissed off for the Pisces? Why? Because I don't pick it up as you guys. I'm picking it up that people are like watching out for the Pisces. Right. So some of you, right, it's saying don't do this anymore. Just move on. Right. Move along the trough. Find someone else. Croft, Mandy. I'm also hearing Mandy or Crofts. Someone's called Croft. Or you're into crop circles and stuff like that. I don't know. But Mandy or Crofts, or both. Mandy Crofts. I actually went to school with that person. Anyway, that little voice inside your head, listen to that shit. Because they're saying, it's over, it's finished, it's done. It's Butchie, it's over, right? So, you are not the fucking centre of the universe, Butchie. Even though you like to make out that you was, but no. Okay, so you're not the centre of the universe. Let's see. This is a bad one for you guys. I mean, it can't be true because this isn't me. So, let's see, Pisces. Hopefully your tarot card reading. See, for you guys that don't ever watch Patreon, for instance, if you was watching the Aquarius reading yesterday, right, and we did these and the messages weren't really that great at all because they were telling people to move on and it was mainly exes and people like that. Believe it or not, you guys may not have watched the Patreon and it was one of the best readings out when we did the actual tarot reading, you know. So these messages are just generally for whoever it is that's kind of like thinking, you know what, blah, 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 X this, blah, 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 X marks the spot, blah, 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 so on and so forth, right? So you're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit, right? So if you're a moaning bitch Pisces, stop moaning because no one's interested. Okay, if someone's moaning at you, you're really not interested, Pisces. But I don't think I've ever had an array of deck or Raels. This is Tina, right? But like, I don't think I've ever had an array of cards that were basically screaming in my ear saying, this is about you, Pisces. Some of you, right? So, you know, move on. If it ain't you and you ain't got to move on from anything, it's a message for someone else, right? That little voice inside your head, listen to that shit, because it's over, right? You are not the fucking centre of the universe. You are a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others. This is Danielle's situation that mentions it constantly in the comments. The Pisces that's batshit crazy and blah, 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 narc Pisces. So, she's not interested. Stop knocking her off. Right? So, I don't know. Anyway, let's find out, because we will just clarify those, because they're quite violent, Pisces. I don't like picking on my own sign, but we'll find out what this is about. Okay, so don't take 12. That's got to be bollocks. I mean, what is it? Someone's dick? Let's see. Don't take 12. Move on. What is this about moving on to? From a Libra energy, okay? Or from someone, I don't know, I'm just picking up like, just move on. Move out, move on, just, you know, make a choice, Pisces. Is it still going on, or are you finished with it completely? What's the Two of Wands? Or is this a cross-watching energy? Five of Cups, you see. Now I feel so down and feel so bad. Where's Debbie Ma anyway, man? She ain't been around for a while. Hope you're alright, Deb. Someone's just, like I said, always down. Ooh. I mean, this could, like I said, this could well have been me. I've been suffering through depression, but I'm all right now. But, like, I don't know if this is to do with your love life. Make a decision, somebody. Move on from the past. The past is over. It's finished, right? So if these are all exes, all floating around, trying to knock one another off, that isn't love. Why would you treat yourself like that? Okay? Because if you treat this person like that, why am I talking to actually Pisces? Sorry, you're getting a grilling, Pisces. Listen here. Why would you treat other people like that? Because you wouldn't want to be treated like that, right? This little voice inside you, listen to that shit. Right, 10. It's over. It is. Well, in this bit here, there is something that's going on, and it's monotonous, and just, you know, get over it, right? It's, man, it is equivotably over. You guys are really dealing with someone that's very narcissistic, or they have you. It doesn't matter who's narcissistic. Just keep banging on about the same person. Move on, right? It doesn't have to be you, but for some of you, I'm really picking up that it is, right? I don't know. Relate this to a sibling, right? But mainly this is coming through exes that you've had kids with. The father of my children, they're a narc. They think I'm a narc. Aquarius, Justin. Just like, you know, move on. Your ex thinks you're a narc, Justin. I'm sure you think the same. Right? So, like, you know, it's equivocal where people just watch this and it's like, yeah, I've got kids with this dickhead. Okay? It has been over. It has been for so long. It's kind of like death. Really. Like death warmed up. It's just so over. It's equivotably not even a joke anymore. Right? So, even if this be a past partner, if they're floating around, just pick up 3 balloons and just do a Stephen King, right? We all float down here, right? You are not the fucking centre of the universe. Listen, Justin, and everybody else that's an Aquarian. Right? You're not the centre of the universe, right, here. So, you know, stop acting like it, right? I'm hearing Atkins or Atkinson or Paul Anderton, right? But someone here, I don't know, they're saying that you're not the centre of the universe, Aquarius. The star, yeah. Well, I've got better things to do than talk to you. So why are you even here then? Why, in this person's energy? You know, this is where adults act more childish than kids. They do. You know, oh, I don't like what you're saying. Oh, well, okay then. If you're too busy to talk to me, then I'm not going to talk to you. Talk. I mean, is it Terry Tibbs? He's got a brand new £10 note. Good evening, madam. Good evening, sir. I am locked inside your bank account, and I just need your password and security code number so I can get out of your bank account, so then I can phone you again to tell you that that is me outside of your bank account. Thank you. Goodbye. You are a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming. See? Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, your mum. Okay. Someone, okay then, don't talk to me. Then, no, listen, narc. Y'all can't control my vocabulary. If I want to speak, I will. If I don't want it, it's come up in Aquarian. And equivotably, a lot of that was really around a mother and a parent. That happened here. Just me. You know, oh, well, if you ain't got time to speak, well, I've got nothing to say. You can't control my vocabulary. If I'm quiet, there's a reason. It's because I don't actually want to speak. You don't have to force me to. Has anybody come up with against narcissists, right, where they actually try to force you to speak? Like, just generally, you just don't really want to. You don't really want to say anything. And they get really fucking annoyed when you don't speak. Like, when you don't say anything, okay? They pull the, you know, you're quiet. They pull the, okay, well, you're not speaking. No, I ain't got anything to say. Right? So, like, when you're dealing with narcissism and control, someone always likes to control what other people say. When you don't say anything at all because you're so bored of it and so fed up with it and just frustrated with your mother, okay? If you're not, great. But, like, it could be another Pisces, I don't know. Well, it's a sibling energy, this. This is all to do with people that have had exes in the past with children, blah, blah, blah. And all of the stuff that majority of Pisces go through with their mother and everybody else that all, you know, that do, okay? They force you to talk when you don't want to. You don't want to say anything. There is nothing to say. This situation, if this is an ex, there's nothing to say. It's over. There's no point keep going over it. It's finished. Okay? So, if there's like this ends up being around, like, you know, because this would be the mother of children, I would say. Okay? It doesn't have to be any sign, but it's a mother, son is father, right, for me. But, like, you know, this is you as a child, that your parent acts just equally as childish as you. When you talk, they manipulate you, And then when you don't talk, they manipulate you because you're not talking. But they don't realise that why you're not talking is because of the amount of narcissism and control. Here, around a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, father or mother. But like I said, when you control your vocabulary against someone that's been controlling you, you both equally, this isn't one-sided, you both equally see each other controlling your vocabulary and your lives in the direction that you want to take it. But for somehow, you're trying to stop each other from doing that. Now that's either one, because you've had children together in the past, or two, this is your brother or your sister, okay? Or some of you, it's to do with around being your mother, where you don't speak to them because of the amount of control and narcissism, because it's going to be a very narcissistic card, a very controlling narcissistic card. But I guarantee you, and I shit you not, Pisces, that if this is to do with a sibling, they see you as narcissistic. Well, they might not understand about narcissism, but what they do understand is that you are not speaking to them, but they may not understand why, because it probably won't compute. So they just want to continue on to feel bad. Fear of abandonment and rejection of also like sabotaged energy is someone that can make you feel guilty for not speaking. And then you feel guilty for not speaking until you do again. Then they feel great. And then all of a sudden they force you to not speak by saying something that's very narcissistic and controlling. And around the fucking rabbit hole roundabout you go, just like Zebedee and fucking Bedoing. Okay, you go around it and around it and around it and around it. You use a tower to avoid them. They don't speak, you don't speak. Then you do speak, and that isn't good enough. Saying nothing is worse than saying no, and saying yes is worse than saying no. And you can't say no, you can't say yes, you can't say nothing. So what do? Shut down emotionally and avoid. Okay, what does this person do? Hold you accountable for not speaking until you do, to force your hand to speak. Vocabulary. They don't like it. It winds them up when you're quiet. Okay, so basically they don't like you. This person doesn't like it when you go quiet, when you don't say anything at all, okay, and reasons unknown towards yourself, Pisces, okay, the fact that it's easier to just agree to disagree, the fact that we don't get on, so there's no point in saying anything, but when you don't, it makes it worse. When you do, you just go around it again, and again, and again, and again. Now, if this is your love life, fuck knows. Fuck knows. Because it doesn't have to be. You don't have to relate it to that, okay? You can relate it to your relatives, to your friends. Karma is something that you can never avoid. If your love life miraculously turns out great in life, and it is doing really, really, really well for a while, your karma will just change. It'll be around your siblings, around your brothers and your sisters, your parents, your grandmother or your mother, people that you work with, or friends. But either way, it'll happen because you deal with people on a daily basis, or of people. And if it doesn't be that, and you just work for a camera and that's it, you get it in the ear of clients and people. Right? The moment you deal with people, the moment you start dealing with your karma, because people bring drama. Okay, so whichever way around it goes, your karma will just swip on you. You think, this is all of my love life. And then, hold on a minute, it isn't. My love life seems to be great. So what is it then? Parenting, siblings, and if it isn't you, it's your partner. Okay? Just some people are so quick to just like, oh, well, you're talking about Pisces, you're talking about me. If I am, yeah. If I ain't, then I'm not. But again, it's just this energy of where you don't get on. You're not talking. There's no point. No point keep doing it. Because it's like there's no point in speaking to you because... So I'll walk away. I've had enough. I've fed up. But you can energetically walk away for as long as you like. And you can actually just ignore and, avoid the person. If you're living around people, you don't have too much option apart from just staying where you are and just turning your back on the person and really just not paying any attention to them at all. Or this is the other person, right? But, unless you're moving and you're like, right, I've got a plan in the future to physically get the hell out of here at some point, it might not be actually happening yet. Depends on money, depends on circumstances, depends on where you're going to go, getting jobs, all that sort of stuff. You know, they take bigger precedent over life than just being able to physically pack up and go. I have to kind of wait until I got somewhere to go. Okay, if you do, there's a plan of that in the future that could well be coming up. Now, whether that be this week or not, I don't know. But for some of you, equivalently have just left this person in the dust and kind of moved away. Some of you, not all of you, some of you, this is where the cross watchers are like, yeah, Steve, we're all for you because we have left the Piscean. Okay, but don't worry about it because that more than likely won't be you guys that are watching. Okay, so what have we got? Hidden truth. Hidden truth. So what we're going to do is, because I believe that this reading is kind of like this timeline that you're kind of dealing with a parenting situation, sister, brother, majority of you relationship kind of related. I think this week and whatever's going to come up in your actual tarot is going to be what you've got coming towards the future energy. Okay. Because we're not really dealing with timeline specific. It's just really for the people that find it and watch it. Okay. So let's see. Any hidden messages for Pisces or their partner, really. I trusted you. Again, you see, for a lot of you, you got tangled up with someone that you did trust. You learned to trust them, but they broke your trust. Okay, they broke it just in trust. Okay, but just Libra, maybe a 2 Libra. Okay, but I trusted you. Okay, anything that's hidden from Pisces. Will you ever make things right? No. Okay, no. Don't wait around for people to make things right. Okay, I've been knocking you off for ages and I need to come back and apologise so we can do it again. It's pointless. Okay, that's you waiting for closure, you know. Do you really need it? Okay. Any hidden messages from Pisces? I feel the sexual tension. Some of you are sexually aroused by maybe you got like past energy that's kind of not sexually arousing, and then you've got something in the future maybe that could be coming up. Okay, but someone feels the sexual tension. Any hidden truth from Pisces? I don't know why this happened. See, trouble is when you're all controlling each other, a person can come up and say, well, I'm completely oblivious to why you would not let me control you. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm completely oblivious. Like, well, they are. It's just because you're not, you know. I trusted you. What is that? I trusted you. What's that to do with? Okay, the Tower. Really? I trusted the Tower? I trusted the fact that you would dump me and break down and have a meltdown. Okay. Someone could be very violent in how they speak and talk, very violent. Okay, eggshells. I avoid being around you at house where I live, where I am. I avoid you, okay, because I did trust you and now I don't because of your outburst. You have violent outbursts, you have violent natures. It's making me second guess you and think, fuck, are you alright, bruv? Like, what on earth is wrong with you now? You know, the Tower, how I like to look at it, is a stick of dynamite with a very short fuse, okay? Can flip out at a moment's notice. But like I said, if a person thinks that you're also very controlling, they like to push your buttons to make you react in a way that you wouldn't normally. That's a north and south node energy from 1 in 7. Okay, so your north energy and your south energy of your north node, south node, then not compatible because you're very dynamic. It's a dynamic duo. Okay. Will you ever make things right? Capricorn or a Gemini? So if you're not having any beef with any of these people, you can look at them as numbers. Okay, 6. If it isn't a Capricorn, it's a Gemini. Okay, but will you ever make things right? And it could be around the house and the home of an argument that you could have had with somebody. Okay, I trusted you. I feel the sexual tension. 6. Gemini, Capricorn. Families, mainly around the families. Someone feels the sexual tension. If this is a good standing relationship, you're just definitely feeling that sexual tension with this person here. There's definitely an erotic energy here, that's for sure. Okay, I don't know why this happened because the tarot can clarify these as something different. again, you see, you've got this energy that's blocking someone out that isn't listening. If there's a third energy here, someone isn't letting go of this person. They're really not letting go of this energy here. If they're with this person, if they're with them and they want to stay with them, they ain't letting this person go. No, no, no. This could be a cross-watcher that's cross-watching, saying, yeah, I am the Capricorn, blah, 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 so on and so forth, or the Gemini. They're not letting them go here. They're equivocally holding on to this person for dear life. Some of you are on that aspect of blocking someone out, okay? Because I don't know why this happened. I don't know. You see, ghosting energies is ridiculous. You don't ghost people, okay? I mean, you do in the end after, like, being fucking sick to death of in and out, backwards and forwards, fucking crap and blocking each other out. That's, you know, you're trying to block out your karmic energy. That's what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to keep communicating with them, okay? That's you learning the fact that you have a lot of control issues yourself here. But again, north and south energy. For me, that's any placement of Taurus, because I'm a Scorpio rising. Okay, and, you know, 12 hours. So I get a lot of resistance around Taurus energies. But Scorpio, okay, Scorpio or Aries possible. But again, if it's an earth sign, it's Taurus, okay. So someone that's very stubborn, very arrogant, doesn't listen. You don't listen to them. They don't want to know. You don't want to know either. Every time you talk, you just basically clash heads. You basically hold all of your info close to your sleeve. You don't wear your heart on your sleeve. You be careful of the amount of info that you tell this person, because you know that they more than likely hold you accountable for it, okay? And equivocably would definitely be blocking this person out, okay? Now, I trusted you. Will you ever make things right? I feel the sexual tension. I don't know what happened. Why you blocked me, okay? So someone equivocably just doesn't compute. They don't understand why there may have been a block there, okay? So let's find out about the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, because I left. Because I walked away. That's why, right? So the majority of you, this is just, you don't trust the person. Steve's famous 3, okay? Trust is so important in a relationship. It really is, okay? So, Steve's famous 3, basically, okay, which you should have heard me talking about for ages. Safety. Number 1, safety. I feel safe around you. That safety makes me feel as if I've got loads in common with you, that we can talk all of the time about everything. We can share everything. We're not hiding secrets about anything. We've got loads of things in common. We love speaking with one another. We're loving, tell each other what we love each other all the time. And then what does that lead to? A progression of something that is worthy of trustworthy, because you're learning to know each other for a period of time that leads to marriage and trust of 5. Trust, okay? So trust is so important, okay? It really is, okay? But you can't get there immediately. You can't gain someone's trust like that, okay? You have to take things slow, take things easy, okay? But the first one is feeling safe, and a common thing of chemistry. We've got sexual chemistry. We've got chemistry, not history. That's going to school, bruv, okay? Not history, chemistry, right? Even though you do both of those at school, we're talking about esoteric. Not history, chemistry. We've got chemistry together. All of our stuff coagulates quite well, and what do we make? Boom! We make bye-byes, okay? So we have sexual attraction that leads to us getting to know one another on a deeper level, that leads to trust. That trust is everything that you have to have, because if you don't, you have trust issues. And if you don't trust yourself, you scare people away by... Who wants to approach a person like that? Okay, you've got to be a very loving, caring, nurturing person for people to approach. Men will run a mile. If you are women watching and you just walk and you don't never flirt with a guy or anything like that, and you don't never show them signs of interest, a guy will pretty much probably think that you're up your own arse and that you ain't worthy of their time. And I'm being honest. If you're very, like, and you look at them and smile and everything, trust me, you'll get that in return from someone. But you have to learn those kind of things, that you're willing and wanting people, okay? Make yourself known, okay? So come across as a very nice person, you get it in return. If you come across as arrogant, you just get that in return, okay? So that's what we've got for you. So if you want to help me survive, okay, we're going to do your full tarot card reading now here with the normal deck. And then we're going to clarify everything. And then we have messages of closure for you and loving messages. Probably do that again. Yeah, then after this, Pisces, once we've done this, we're only going to be doing your next reading. You'll only find it over on Patron, because I've got something else in store for people on here, which is going to be choose a door, okay? But again, we're just going to be doing your star signs for 1 week, okay? Each star sign will only be on the full access bundle. We're going to be doing steampunk deck, this and those, and I've just dropped all of my fucking cards. You'll know the score, but it'll be 1 week that you won't see star signs over here, only on Patreon. Full access bundle only. You can find that link provided below, and anything that you want. Thanks very much. I really appreciate it, Pisces, and I'll see you soon.